Hello everyone, welcome back to Joyful Learning 365 YouTube channel. So today we gather here to understand about the on-premise data gateway. So basically what is on-premise data gateway and how we can install in our machines, in our machine the on-premise data gateway. So these are the things we try to understand today. Okay. So without wasting time, let's get started. First, we try to understand what is an on-premise data gateway. So as you can see on my slide, it's clearly, so this is like an on-premise data gateway is like it's a bridge between the cloud services and on-premise data service source. So why there is two types of services we have available in a market. One is on-premise and second one is the cloud. So on-premise is the old technology and cloud is the completely a new technology. But whereas coming to the on-premise, it's end-to-end control holding by the users, means customer, whoever using this company, right? That company will be holding. But whereas coming to the on cloud, the data, whatever the type of a data is there, those all data will be maintaining by the services are offering by the product, right? Those owners will be holding. So here, maintaining the data in a cloud, it is quite costly. So some of the organization, what they will do, so they maintain the data in a on-premise, and they will, whenever they need a like some information, right, they will query the database in whatever it is available in on-premise, right? From that they will query and they will get the response, that as per that they will move, they will achieve the business requirements. Why this much? What is the key features? For example, it's like a secure data transfer without moving the data to the cloud. Okay, just like whatever the key information is required, right? So those you can make use of this one. So again, what is the use case of this one? For example, if you see, let me take an example of the Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM. So whereas coming to the Microsoft Dynamics 365 CRM, if you see, currently, if you see, in Dubai, like a GST in Gulf standard. So here in we have a around for 1 GB, they are costing us $410. Okay, which is very high price. Okay, if we maintain same thing for 1 GB, it in like this we can get this same type of a data in a 1 TB around in a on-premise servers. Okay, we can easily maintain. So here, whenever you have a high length of a data, right? So at that point of time, you will get so you will use in a, you will store the data in a on-premise. From there, you will get the information whenever they require. Instead of storing everything in a cloud, because it's a very expensive, right? So that's the reason we won't store the data in a cloud. Some data will be, which is mandatory data, right? So those will store in a cloud, and some whatever the normal data for use cases, those will be storing in a on-premise. Now here there is a one tool called it as a on-premise data gateway. This tool was provided by the Microsoft. So now in this video, we'll try to understand how to install. Till now we discussed what is an on-premise data gateway, but now in upcoming few minutes, we'll try to understand how to use this one. So as I told you, whatever the big use cases, right? So these are the use cases: Power BI dashboards, connecting to the on-premise SQL server for real-time reporting, and again, Power Automate workflows, accessing the local files shared to the automate data entry, cloud application, Dynamics 365 CRM, and Azure application, logic apps, different types we can get the same. Okay, so for installing the on-premise data gateway, what are the prerequisites as required? So basically, for example, see, mainly you should hold whatever the Windows your system you are using, right? It should be Windows Server 2016 or later. And again, .NET framework should be 4.8. And whatever the operating system is there, right? It should be a 64-bit. And again, the final one, minimum, it should have a 8 GB RAM. so that it's like a, I'm not saying that it will not work if it is not less than 8 GB. It will work, but the system, the process, it will be quite slow. Now, let's say, what are the account requirements? So if you see here, Azure AD, Azure Active Directory account should be mandatory, and global admin rights and local admin rights. So usually who are doing this requirement, they are admins. So that's the reason the admins only will do this activity. So there is no use case that you, if you are doing this activity, then you have a already holding these rights. Okay, so this one. And again, whereas coming to the network requirement, so here where outbound port should be 4443 should be open, and it should be a whitelist URLs, and firewalls expression should be there. Okay, so these are the prerequisites which we required before installing the on-premise data gateway installation. So here, this one where we need to install, for example, whatever the video I am recording in this laptop, right? In the same laptop, I have my on-premise server, SQL server is there. Okay, so what I will do, in the same laptop, I need to install. Okay, in the same server, means like in my, where is my server is located? In my laptop. So in the same server laptop, I have SQL server. Then this data gateway should be also exist in this one. Now let's get start the how downloading process. So now first we'll need the download and run the configuration. So how we can download? So simply for this, what I will do here. So if you see, I will go to the Google. So here, let me go to on-premise data gateway download. Okay, simply you can type this one. So here, download on-premise data gateway from official, we got this one. Okay, so here, this is the page you can see. Again, you can, this is whatever Microsoft is offering this tool. So this, you can see here, whatever that published, and it is date published is March 12th of 2025, and this is the version. Okay, it's depends on the things, whatever for this, right? So you should must and should you should be Windows 10, 11, 2019. This should, everything should be this one. Okay, read this carefully for installing, and after that you can select whatever the language you want to use. So basically, we'll use English language only. So I'm selecting a language as English, and after that I'm clicking on the download button. So let's get download those whatever the data fill is there, right? So let's get download. Okay, let's wait wait until it's get downloaded. So as you can see, it will take some time because it's a very huge big file. So that's the reason, as you can see on the screen, it's around 829 MB. And again, if your internet speed and bandwidth is very high, it will download within the minutes. But as per my internet, it is taking around 3 minutes. So already we completed 1 minute. So there are 3 minutes or 2 minutes are left. So okay, let's. So as you can see on the screen, my whatever this 829 MB file of gateway installation, right? It's now successfully downloaded. Okay, now let me go to this, open this folder exactly where it is located, right? So I'm going to this location. So here you can see data gateway. Click on this one. Okay, as admin, you can click on this one. Once you click on this one, right, it will open one window. So as you can see on the screen, on-premise data gateway installation, a pop-up has been opened. So here, from here you can see, so where this file we need to store those, there you need to give the destination. So C program files underneath of on-premise data gateway folder has been created. There you can store like this, I have given. Now I accept the terms, and after that I'm clicking on the next. After that you need to click on the yes. Once it's done, then you need to give the permission, allow, yes, yes, yes. Okay, so for installation, it will take some time. Um, so it will be auto take care. You don't need to do anything. Automatically, it will getting installation. So you can see this scroller, it will be moving forward. Then you can see that it's getting installing the things in your laptop. whatever the machine you are holding, right? So there it will be installing. So after installation of this on-premise data gateway, you are able to see this one. So here, basically, you need to give the email address, whatever the user address is there, right? So Mohammed.shafiuddin@joyfulllearning3659 dot on Microsoft.com. I have given this one, my email address. Now what I will do, click on the sign in button. So there, after that, prompting me this another user, the previous user is showing 3659. I need to click on the next button, and then after I need to enter the password. I'm entering my password. After that, click on the sign in button. Then I will receive an authentication to my mobile. Okay, it's 86. Click on select on 86. Authenticate to your mobile. I successfully approved my request in mobile application. Now it's, let's see. Still, it's getting loaded as you can see on the screen. My machine is quite slow. So in your case, it might be a faster. So the reason is that I have a very exactly 8 GB RAM. So that's the reason. So if you are having high speed, right? So then the system will work very fast. So as you can see on the screen, on-premise data gateway, you are signing it as a Mohammed.shafiuddin@joyfulllearning365 9 dot on Microsoft. Register a new gateway on this computer or migrate or restore a takeover on existing gateway. So I want to register a new gateway because I don't want to migrate or restore take away from an existing gateway. So I want to register a new gateway on this computer. So simply I am selecting this one, and after that I am clicking on the next button. So here I need to give a new on-premise data gateway name. So here I can give Joyful Learning 365 as this one, and here you need to give basically a recovery key. So whenever the key is needed to restore, right? So the gateway, it can be cannot be changed. So it will be a safe place. So that's the reason. Okay, you can give recovery key. So I am giving my recovery key, and after that again same thing I need to enter. I need to confirm, and I haven't added. After that, so you need to simply here click on the configure button. Okay. So once you are clicking on the configure button, right, it will take some time to process. So as I told you that it's completely depends on your computer performance. Uh, so if your laptop is very high speed, then it will do very fast. If it is the old and it is exactly so the same, then it will slowly it will process. So here you can see where like the gateway of Joyful Learning 365 is online and ready to use it. This is the status of this on-premise data gateway is ready to use. So here you can see there are like a multiple ways we can use this one. So here multiple connectors are there and recovery key, everything is there. So what we'll do now, let me go to make.powerup.com. So whereas like I have created with the name of a data gateway Joyful Learning 365 data gateway is there. So let me check that whether my data gateway is installed is in connections it is showing or not. So let me go to my make.powerup.com. So So I can see here make.powerapps.com from here. So here if you see, there are like a more, so connections are there, right? So I will open this connections, and if you see this, like as of now I don't have any connections are there, so I'm clicking on new connection. So in this new connection, a SQL server. Okay, so SQL server I am selecting here. So here you need to give Windows authentication. Okay, so because like I installed, as I told you that whatever the SQL server is installed, right? It is in a my personal PC, and with Windows authentication it is installed. So I'm selecting here it as a Windows authentication. So once you install a Windows authentication, right? So here you can see eligible data gateways. So here you can see this, the one which we have created here, right? So this on-premise data gateway Joyful Learning 365. So automatically that gateway able to show you are able to see here. So like this you can key. So in upcoming videos we'll try to learn how we can make use of these gateways, and how we can interact with this our local SQL servers and get those data, and how to manipulate those data, and how to perform the operations on those data. Let's see in upcoming video. That's it in this video. Thank you very much for watching Joyful Learning 365 YouTube channel videos. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting updates.